Hello, CenterPointe. My name is J.R. Aspinwall, and I'm a former board member and currently a member of the building team as well as the production team. So I'm going to talk to you today about Palm Sunday. So what is Palm Sunday? Well, it's the Sunday before Easter, and it is the day that Jesus rode triumphantly into Jerusalem on the back of a donkey. Well, why do we call it Palm Sunday? Well, we know that as Jesus rode in, the crowd both laid down their cloaks on the road for the donkey to pass over, but also palm fronds. And in Eastern culture, the laying down of palm fronds would signify that a king or a very significant military commander was coming in either from a conquest or coming into the city. So in essence, the crowd was acknowledging Jesus as their king. So what's the significance with the donkey? Well, Matthew tells us that the donkey was a fulfillment of prophecy in Zechariah 9:9, which said that the king of Israel would ride in on the back of a donkey. And in this case, it was the foal of a donkey. So what is the significance of a donkey? Well, a king who's going out to make war rides a horse, rides a war horse, or a king that's coming in to conquer a city comes in on a horse. In contrast, a king who rides in on a donkey comes in peace. And we see this in 1 Kings with Solomon. As he is made king, he rides in on a donkey, signifying that he comes in peace. And so that is emblematic of the type of kingdom that Jesus is ushering in. He's coming in to bring a kingdom of peace. But there's one key thing here. So as Jesus rides in, we know that the crowds shout, "Hosanna," which means save us. So they had the part right about Jesus being a king and being their king. They just didn't understand the kingdom that he was bringing into being. So Jesus, his purpose was to usher in a kingdom of peace, not a political overthrow of the Romans that the crowd was expecting. You see, Israel had been under the thumb of the Babylonians, the Persians, the Greeks, and now the Romans for well over 500 years. And so they were looking for someone to come along and restore them to the former glory. So they acknowledge Jesus as being the Son of David, acknowledging him as their king, one who would sit in the throne of David. So that's the story of why it's called Palm Sunday, and now you know the significance of both the palms as well as the donkey. Just want to say thank y'all for tuning in, and check in tomorrow as we go throughout the rest of Holy Week.